Good evening, friends. Study with Apala, Engineering and General Geology, Parvin Singh book. In chapter 7, Structure Feature of Rock, Joints and Jointing. Introduction. Almost all classes of rock, igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic invariables, so joints, structures to lesser or greater extent, we may find quite a large portions of outcrop of any of these rocks practically free from joints at some places, but at other places the same type of rocks may be heavily jointed, showing cracks of a great varieties. Hence, it is not only the genesis of the rocks which is responsible for these structures, but also the forces to which these rocks have been subjected to after their formation. So joints are of great practical importance for all those dealings with the rocks as a site materials of constructions in prospecting for minerals, groundwater and oils and gas reservoir. Hence elementary knowledge about their geometry, classification and style of occurrence in different rocks is important. Terminology. Joints are defined as a divisional planes or fractures along which there has been no relative displacement. These fractures divided the rocks into parts or blocks, and unlike the fault, the parts have not suffered any movement along the fractures planes. There may be or may not be an opening up of blocks perpendicular to the joint planes. Nature joints may be open or closed in nature. So open joints are those in which the blocks have been separated or opened up for small distances in directions at right angles to the fracture surface. These may be gradually enlarged by weathering process and develop into fissures in the rocks. In a closed joint, there is no such separations. Even then, these joints may be capable of allowing fluid, gases, and waters to pass through the rock. Similarly, the joint may be smooth or rough on the surface, and the surface may be straight or curved in outlines. The joint may be small in their extensions, confined to only a part of a layer or mass of rock, or they may be quite prominent and extending for considerable depth and thickness. The former are called discontinuous joints, whereas the extensive joints are referred as continuous joints. The more prominent continuous joints are often called the master joint. Almost all the joints are discontinuous in the strict sense because this disappears with the depth in the crust of the earth. So in figure, in many cases, open joints get filled up by solution of secondary materials which crystallize or precipitated, their forming the thin or thick streak or band of the filling materials. These are simply called veins. Veins thin or indistinct are fissures. Veins whence their thickness is greater than 20 centimeter. Attitudes joints are fractures plane or surface, and their occurrence often take place in such a way that their portion in space or attitude dip and strikes may be described conveniently either independently or with respect to the attitude of the rock in which they occur. In other words, joints have dip and strikes, the former being their inclinations with the horizontal and the latter being the directions of intersection of a joint planes with the horizontal planes. So single joint planes is north south and dipping 80 degrees. So in this groupings, joints generally occur in group of two or more joint planes. A joint set is a group of two or more joint surface trending in the same directions with almost the same depth. The joint system is a group of two or more joint set. Thank you.